Imagine you are 78 years old. You pour a cup of coffee, sit at the kitchen table, and open your bank account. But as you look at the screen, the numbers don't make sense. The money you spent your entire life building, the savings you believed would protect you in old age, is almost entirely gone. Retirement surveys reveal that outliving your savings consistently ranks as the #1 fear for retirees, outranking both the fear of illness and the loss of physical independence. During your working years, a financial mistake can often be corrected by working extra hours or finding another job. But retirement is an economic vacuum. Your earning years are largely over, and every dollar spent is a dollar permanently removed from your future. When those savings reach zero, the result is more than a mathematical failure. It represents a loss of security, a loss of freedom, and a loss of human dignity. Millions of people now face this crisis because the basic math of retirement has changed. Even responsible retirees are finding that the strategies of the past no longer align with modern reality. This timeline comparison shows the shift. Generations ago, retirement typically lasted 10 to 15 years. Today, it is common for retirees to spend 20, 25, or even 30 years out of the workforce. A financial plan built for a 15-year retirement eventually runs out of cash when forced to support a 30-year lifespan. Most nest eggs don't disappear in a single catastrophic event. They suffer a gradual erosion caused by small, compounding variables that go unnoticed until the balance is critically low. Longevity creates a spending paradox. While living longer provides more time for family and experiences, it also doubles the total volume of baseline expenses required for food, housing, and utilities. This chart tracks how inflation acts as a silent tax over long periods. As purchasing power drops, the cost of a basic basket of groceries can easily double over 2 decades, making a fixed income feel increasingly inadequate. These two forces, longer lives and rising costs, ensure that basic survival expenses will eventually overtake a static savings account if the plan isn't adjusted. While inflation drains the account slowly, sudden shocks can break it. Many retirees underestimate healthcare costs, where a single major medical event or the need for long-term care can consume a decade's worth of savings in a single year. There is also the danger of sequence of returns risk. This is the risk of retiring at the exact moment the stock market enters a major downturn. In this split-screen comparison, you can see how timing matters. If you are forced to withdraw living expenses from a declining portfolio, you are selling assets at a loss, which permanently reduces your principal. Once the principal is depleted during a market drop, the portfolio loses its ability to generate future compound interest. Even when the market eventually recovers, the account cannot bounce back because there is nothing left to grow. While inflation and longevity weaken the portfolio over time, these sudden shocks are what often lead to a total financial crisis. There are warning signs people ignore: withdrawal rates that keep climbing, relying on credit for essentials, skipping doctor appointments to save. But what actually happens on the day the investment account hits zero? In most cases, guaranteed income sources like Social Security or a pension continue. These provide a floor that typically prevents total catastrophe or homelessness. The real tragedy of hitting zero is the loss of autonomy. You may be forced to downsize your home, rely on your children for financial support, or take a mandatory part-time job just to pay for basic necessities. While the risk of running out of money is real, it is preventable through early intervention and a change in strategy. This chart shows the most effective defense. Widen the gap between fixed income and baseline expenses to create an emergency buffer zone. When sudden expenses arrive, this buffer absorbs the cost, preventing the liquidation of long-term investments during a market downturn. Delaying retirement by just 1 or 2 years also provides a significant advantage. It reduces the years your savings must cover while increasing your ultimate Social Security payout. Treating retirement as an active strategy you review every year, rather than a set-it-and-forget-it plan, is key to avoiding a crisis. Beyond your savings rate or your stock portfolio, your single greatest asset in retirement is your own adaptability. People who can flexibly adjust their spending during difficult economic years are the ones who preserve their wealth the longest. A retirement plan provides the security needed to protect your dignity, preserve your choices, and ensure you aren't dominated by financial fear in your later years. How many years would your current savings last if you stopped working today? Leave your answer in the comments below.